Alright, what is going on, you guys? We got ourselves a quick, or not even a quick, but just a out of the blue tornado warning here in portions of east central Kansas here. This is for Admire. The town of Admire, Kansas is currently under a tornado warning. This is some serious rotation here to the south of Allen, and we could even have a tornado on the ground with this. So if you're included in this tornado warning, seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a building, away from windows and in an interior room. And we did actually have an unwarned tornado in Iowa just a little bit ago on Storm Chaser Connor Croft's stream. Now, again, unfortunately, I cannot bring that up on this stream, but we did have a very brief unwarned land spout. So we're going to continue to watch out for random tornadoes like that are just kind of starting to pop up here across portions of the Central Plains. It was kind of taking forever for this event to get going, but now that it finally is, it's starting to get pretty intense pretty fast here. So again, we do have ourselves a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado south of Allen, Kansas. This is a very dangerous storm, and you gotta seek shelter if you're in this warning polygon, guys. If you're in Allen, Admire, or along Interstate 335 in between Wilmington and let's see, there's not really any, cities that I can mention here where it cuts off at, but Reed Street, you need to seek shelter. And again, this is a very dangerous storm. Again, this could actively be a tornado on the ground here. It wouldn't totally surprise me. We do have a tornado watch in effect for portions of northeast Kansas and northwest Missouri, as a couple tornadoes are going to be possible in this area as we go later into this evening here. And again, the threat for 70 to 75 mile per hour damaging wind gusts and hail up to tennis ball size will also exist, so make sure to look out for that. We do actually have a live look at this storm here from Burlington, Kansas. Look at that off in the distance, man. Insane view right there from Burlington, but it's not looking at anything too specific because it's quite far away from all of our storms right now. But again, our main storm that we are watching is our one that's tornado warned here. And yeah, I mean, we're going to continue to watch this because this is actually some pretty tight rotation, again, off to the southwest of Admire, south of Allen. I need to go ahead and update the warning counter here. I didn't do that because I just wanted to get the stream going really quickly, but we need to fix that here. So tornado warnings 1, severe warnings 2. There we go. Okay. So, again, if you're just not tuning in, we have a tornado warning in Allen, Kansas. This is for a storm that is going to be, capable of producing a tornado at any second here, alright? It has some very tight rotation, very strong rotation to the south of Allen, so you need to seek shelter if you're inside of this warning polygon. We also may have some sort of microburst or some other area of rotation even trying to happen here off to the east of Allen, it looks like, and I actually think that's why that storm got warned originally. And now we do have a new tornado warning. Where's that new tornado warning? Not seeing it yet. I think it's doing the thing where it disappears and reappears, but we do have a new tornado warning, everybody. For everybody that's just not tuning in, we got ourselves a tornado warning in Kansas, and we've also got now a tornado warning. Okay, so that's an observed tornado, and that's for our storm in Iowa. So yeah, this storm is still actively producing a tornado in Atlantic, Iowa. So if you're in Atlantic, you need to be in your tornado safe spot. That's confirmed. Weather spotters confirmed tornado on the ground. So not only by Connor Croft stream, but also a weather spotter has reported this into the National Weather Service here. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm sorry, I'm a mess tonight. But again, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground near Atlantic, Iowa. This is still on the ground. It would be near Highway 6, towards the west of Atlantic, so you gotta be in your tornado safe spot if you're out here. It's a very photogenic tornado. It's like sunny out where the tornado is. I was watching Connor's stream just before this, and I mean, pretty crazy stuff. But again, we're going to continue to watch our Kansas storm, but for right now, our main focus should probably be on our ongoing tornado here, as it is in a populated region, unfortunately, of Iowa as well. So give me just a second here. Okay. So again, this is still a tornado on the ground here, guys. This is not lifted. If I had to guess, I'd say it would be this. This storm is really quite unorganized and messy, though, so it's hard to really see anything, but I'm guessing that's where the tornado is. So, go ahead and bring up stream chat here. Alrighty. Yeah, I know, it's a really photogenic tornado. Yeah, I know Connor has it, but I can't bring up his stream on Raider Omega, or on my stream. So again, this is still a tornado on the ground here. If I had to guess, I would say it's on the southwest side of the Atlantic here. For some reason, my chasers aren't even popping up on Raider Omega, so we can't even see where Connor's at. I have Cyclone Port Network turned on. I don't know why they're not popping up. I guess that's not how you do that, is it? No. Why are my chasers off? I really don't want to mess with this right now. Yeah, those cells are not even fully organized yet here in Iowa. But we have an ongoing tornado near Atlantic. If I had to guess, it's to the south of Atlantic at this point. Actually, I think Connor Croft's just not even on Raider Omega right now. I think that's why he's not popping up. I don't think he's live on Raider Omega. Okay, that explains that. But, again, if you're just not tuning in, we have an ongoing tornado here. South of Atlantic, Iowa. If you're in this area, seek shelter now. This warning includes Atlantic and Weota. So, again, this is a Weather Spotters confirmed tornado. Expect damage to mobile homes, roofs, and vehicles. Check out Kansas. Again, this rotation's kind of let up here. Continue to stay in your safe spot there and admire, but give it a few minutes and that'll be past you anyway, and it'll likely have also completely weakened out by then, or at least for the most part. So, again, it's just crazy. These storms are not, like, organized in the slightest, and they've managed to produce a tornado here. So again, to repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Again, tornado on the ground near Atlantic, Iowa. And this is not a good situation for all those folks out there. Because, again, populated area, confirmed tornado. It's still on the ground? Holy crap. Yeah, if you guys can let me know what his stream is looking like, that would be great, because I can't look at his stream right now. You last look when it had originally lifted. Yeah, I think it lifted and it touched back down here. See, my chasers are on. Connor's just not on Raider Omega right now. But look at that. That's amazing. Alright. Let's see here. What are the things looking like south of St. Joe? In Missouri here. We'll put that in the bottom left second corner of your screen. That's a nice sunset view there. We'll bring up Burlington, Kansas too. We'll just have this wall of sunset tonight. I just realized that covers up, my face cam covers that up, doesn't it? Another funnel. Wow, that lightning on the Dragon Nation cam, dude. Insane. Let me see, how does that look on stream? Is everything fixed? I believe it is. Yep. Who streamed? Connor Crofts. Storm Chaser Connor Crofts stream. Yikes. So again, I mean, like, That's insane. I mean, how can a storm this unorganized produce a tornado? This, I mean, you could be hesitant to even call this a storm. Really, it's not that impressive on reflectivity, at least. Again, there is a little bit of rotation on the velocities, and yeah, I mean, so apparently it's not on the ground right now, but it's about to touch back down. Kevin said. And I'm just gonna have to take your guys' word for it because I don't have Connor Croft's stream. I can't pull it up right now. 3/4 of the way down? Crap. Actually, I can pull that up right now. Let me actually do that. I won't be able to read stream chat, but I can pull it up. Okay. And they did just downgrade that to radar indicated, surprisingly. So we no longer have a confirmed tornado here, but they're not watching Connor Croft's stream. Here's the thing. They just haven't gotten a spotter report in a while, so they assume that it lifted. And I mean, there are multiple storm chasers right now with this close to or on the ground. Let me look. I don't see it. So on the ground, y'all, I don't... Maybe Connor Croft's just not facing it. So yeah, there's that spotter report there from the west of Atlantic. Actually, it's Storm Chasers. Probably either Storm Runner Media or Connor Croft. Or Live Storms Media, sorry. I don't know, it would be Storm Runner Media. I don't remember. Which one was it that was on this? Storm Runner Media. Okay, I figured. I didn't think Live Storms Media was on this. It's not on the ground at the moment. Look at storm relative velocity. Yeah, okay. I mean, you can kind of see it. But again, it's not on the ground at the moment. But that funnel just, yeah, I mean, there's still a funnel cloud, so it just keeps popping out and touching down and lifting. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to be able to read stream chat here from this point onward. I'm watching Connor Croft's stream, so. Okay. Again, I'm not even sure why they're keeping this tornado warning in Kansas at this point. They should issue a severe thunderstorm warning for this if it is producing golf ball-sized hail. It's definitely not going to produce a tornado at this point. Look how much more messy the hook echo is than it was earlier. And also, these velocities are just not it right now. They're not it. Like, maybe some damaging winds, but no rotation. Or no significant rotation anyway that would indicate an active tornado on the ground, I should say. Again, you guys still need to be in your safe spot. I want to make that clear. But I'm just not seeing anything that indicates that there's an imminent tornado in Kansas. Was there ever a debris signature? Probably not, but... yeah, I'm not seeing anything. We are somewhat far away from the radar site, but there's just no debris signature. It's just that simple. So this area of rotation is now off to the east of Atlantic. So Atlantic, at this point, you're good. We're concerned about Weota and Norway Center. So those areas that need to be in your safe spot. Laura, you're good. Laura. Also, I'm an idiot, so... That's new information. I said earlier that it got downgraded to radar indicated. I was looking at the Kansas warning. So that's cool. Yeah, at this point, the Iowa storm's really not even probably going to produce either. But again, that was a tornado on the ground at multiple points. Lifted and drop back down, lifted and drop back down. And again, it still could. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities quite yet. It's just not a likely scenario. I don't think that this touches back down again at this point in its life cycle. But, again, this is what we're watching. So again, right now it's off to the east of Atlantic. Apparently there was a, so there's the, apparently law enforcement reported as well. So, yeah, I mean, small rope tornado, guys. Just ripped through or near Atlantic, Iowa. No confirmed damage yet, and hopefully we don't get any reports of damage, but we have the full Des Moines photograph. You have 1 kilometer of SRH of 176. I'm not super familiar with photographs yet, but I don't think that's very good. Okay, this storm actually is wrapping up again as it approaches Interstate 335, so we gotta look back on this one. This could have a tornado once again. Or, sorry, it never had a tornado, but once again, this could have one. But there's no confirmation that was ever on the ground here in Kansas. Sorry, I know it's kind of confusing. We got multiple storms to watch here. Spin-ups will be possible. I mean, that's basically what we just saw, so. Again, we gotta watch this, guys. I don't like the look of this Kansas storm. Its hook echo is what? It's re-intensified there, if that makes sense. Okay, new tornado warning now for Barclay for our Kansas storm here. At 8:06 p.m., weather spotters reported funnel cloud near the intersection of K99 and US 56. So at the very least, this Kansas storm has a funnel cloud associated with it, and it could have an active tornado. So if you're in Miller, Barclay, we need you to get to that tornado safe spot off to the west of Osage City. Weak tornado is possible with this line currently, so I think Iowa needs to be on alert, yeah, for sure. I wish they would issue, like, a watch of some sort for these Iowa storms. They're just not really that intense, per se, but, again, tornadoes, brief tornadoes are possible, land spouts, you know, stuff like that. And they did convect pretty quickly, actually. We also got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Topeka, by the way. So if you're in Topeka, make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows. Half dollar-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour damaging wind gusts. Holy cow, dude. That is a hook echo if I've ever seen one. Not looking good. Again, that is a nasty supercell, guys. Again, the fact that this has a report of a funnel cloud makes me kind of nervous. And again, I think there's the very real chance that we have a tornado on the ground here in Kansas. Yeah, it's not confirmed, but if we do have a tornado, it would have just crossed over Interstate 335 near Kansas Turnpike, and it's going to be heading for Barclay over the next several minutes, and Miller. So you need to get to that tornado safe spot once again if you are in west central Osage County or northeastern Lyon County. Okay. So, sorry about that. Topeka photographs right now are terrible for tornadoes, but this is radar site photographs. 0 to 1 kilometer SRH of 60, so tornadoes aren't usually possible with that if we have enough 3 Cape in the lower levels. These are, you know, pretty sparsely caped environments. The thing is some spots out here have, like, you know, 2, 3, even 4,000 joules per kilogram of cape, and then other spots just randomly have, like, none. At least last time I checked. So, it's going to be iffy. Okay. That may be the first sign of a debris signature there. I don't think it is. Or I want to repeat, I don't think that's a debris signature, but it could be. So, there you go, guys. Again, possible tornado there in Kansas. Yeah, we just gotta wait for this next scan to confirm things here. I don't know, it's definitely possible. If we do have a tornado, it'd be right in there. On this next scan, we'll be watching for, like, blues and greens in that area. Yeah, and at the very least, we may have a weak tornado here. Again, I know I said originally I don't think that's a debris signature, but there's... I don't know, it's 50-50. It really is. And I'm not just saying that so I can't be wrong no matter what happens. It genuinely is 50-50. Wow, that hook is wrapping around, guys. Yeah, I mean, this, again, already has a funnel cloud report with it, and it is... That was a terrible drawing. This already has a funnel cloud reported with it, and it is rotating quite a bit. So... Again, rear flank downdraft, your inflow, hook echo, your RFD surge. I mean, if you're up there near Carbondale or Scranton, there's a good chance that you're getting some significant wind action right now, even though it's barely even raining. 0.3 kilometer SRH of 275. Okay, that I know is quite a bit. I do know that that's quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, this rotation, guys, is really impressing me. Again, that may be a debris signature. The thing is, there's literally nothing out here for this tornado to pick up. And when I say nothing, I mean absolutely nothing. I mean, it's corn, alright? If this is a debris signature, again, that would make sense, because this is corn that it could be picking up right now. Or, you know, maybe pieces of a tree or something. But I don't think that's a debris signature, because it doesn't really line up with the velocities. And also, it's just generally not that intense there. Yeah, this rotation is tightening up, though. I think we gotta watch this storm really closely, guys. I honestly would not be surprised if we got a tornado out of this, or if we don't already have a tornado out of this. Yeah, if you guys are in this area, you gotta get to that tornado safe spot in Barclay and Miller. Extremely dangerous storm here. Just got... It did not get updated. Never mind. I mean, at this point, if we don't get a tornado out of this, that would be a little surprising. Considering we already have reports of a funnel cloud, there's an incredible velocity couplet there. We've got our incredible reflectivity presentation. I mean, the reflectivity, it doesn't get much better than that, guys, in terms of the reflectivity presentation. So, that's not a good sign. Yeah, I know my green screen got messed up. I'm just keeping it up right now, just in case anybody, like, walks through here for whatever reason. Right, our velocities look a little less impressive to me. Again, there's a chance that this doesn't do anything. Alright, never mind. As soon as I say that, new tornado warning confirmed. I don't know why they didn't just upgrade this tornado warning, but they issued a whole new one. Tornado on the ground in Kansas. Take cover now. This is near Miller and Barclay. Weather spotters confirm tornado. Get to your safe place. Very dangerous situation if you are out here in West Central Osage County, northeastern Lyon County. You gotta go, guys. This is a really dangerous situation. Again, we have a tornado on the ground to the west of Barclay, southwest of Miller. So I'm going to update stream title here. So again, if you're just not joining us, we have a tornado on the ground in Kansas. This is not a good situation. This is a very dangerous situation. I mean, yeah, levels near 300 is not good for SRH. Well, it is good for the storms, but this is not looking good. I'm just going to be frank again. That was a really intense look there on the velocities. Again, luckily it's let up a little bit, but still, that looked to be a pretty intense tornado there for a little bit. Hopefully it wasn't on the ground whenever it tracked over Interstate 335. And now it's questionable whether or not this is rotation or contamination, because at first I was like, oh, contamination all day, but now it looks like it's getting tight, and it's not going away. But it doesn't, yeah, never mind, that's contamination. Yeah, that's a tight couplet still. Well, no, not on the newest scan, but, I'm assuming you're talking about the previous scan there. Because your guys' messages for me, I'm going to get them 20 seconds, or I'm only going to be able to read them 20 seconds after you send them. New severe thunderstorm warning for Griggs and Steele counties, North Dakota. Let me update that. Also notice it's kind of wonky here. There we go. Alright. So again, if you guys are just not tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. Hopefully we got some viewers here in Kansas, as we do have an ongoing tornado, or at least we did as of a couple minutes ago, west of Barclay, Kansas. Weather spotters confirmed tornado here, guys. 5 miles northwest of Reading. There's a tornado threat up in the Dakotas? What? Let me get rid of our cameras here. Sorry, I know I'm hunched over like a little gremlin, but there's no tornado threat in the Dakotas if you're talking about like the SPC. And in general, there's not really much of a tornado threat. Gotta go? Alright, see ya, Storm Chaser 575. Have a good night. Yep. So again, if you're just not sitting in, we got ourselves a tornado on the ground near Osage City, Kansas. Why am I terrible at drawing? We've got a tornado on the ground near Osage City, Kansas. We got a very impressive look echo, insane inflow winds there, kicking into that storm. We've got a little bit of what looks to be a rear flank downdraft. Again, it looked more definitive earlier. And then our RFD surge. So Storm Chaser on the Miller storm, he has a view. Is that in the Dakotas? No. Oh, I'm an idiot, dude. It's this one. If he has a view, is it on the ground? Again, that's our velocity couplet. Don't be confused with this up here. Forget about all this mess. It's not on the ground, alright. So, I mean, again, just a really dangerous situation here for all those folks in Kansas. Yeah, this tornado warning up in Iowa is near Greenfield now. Do not panic if you're in Greenfield. This tornado is likely lifted at this point. And anyway, the tornadic storm isn't even going to hit you. It's going to be off to the north of you, pretty far north of you as well. Pretty far north of you as well. But just an interesting thing to note there. You are going to get some showers and maybe some thunderstorms later tonight from that band that we're watching there that, again, had that tornado that kept, lifting and dropping back down, lifting, dropping back down. Nice face cam, thank you. Again, I'm always way too hunched over. I'm always down here like this whenever you can't even see me. But yeah. So I started to draw here, but again, hook echo, inflow, rear flank downdraft, RFD surge. I mean, this. I ignore my terrible drawings. I don't know what I'm doing, guys, but you get the point. We do have a very intense storm. Apparently, Ben Williams had a large funnel there. Again, this storm did previously produce a tornado, and it could have been strong if Ben had a large funnel. This is not rotation, but it looks so scarily like rotation. But it is just contamination up there. But if that was rotation, we would have a large and strong tornado on the ground, but that's not a rotation there. So, we're going to keep watching this as this supercell progresses. Just to kind of point out some of the radar features here. Alright, things are becoming a little more messy on the most recent reflectivity scan. The SRH climbed to 317. Okay, now that is where we start, talking about a very tornado-primed environment, alright? That's the kind of stuff we usually see whenever we have a strong tornado threat, or at least a little bit of one. So the fact that we're seeing that is not good. Mr. Storm, I'm going to call you. I don't know why I pointed down, but I'm going to call you. So, or can I call you, I guess. I should probably ask that first. Can I call you? And you can join the stream if you want. If you can. I don't know. Sorry, that kind of came out of nowhere, but... Alright, Mr. Storm says I can call him in 1 minute. Thank you. Sorry, I know that came out of nowhere, dude. Tornado spotted. Tornado spotters reported tornado southeast of Admire, so that's how they got their confirmation there. That's the report that they used. And again, now this is nearing the Barclay area as a less organized presentation on reflectivity, but still a very tight and strong velocity couplet there. They did just downgrade that back down to radar indicated, though, surprisingly, I will say. New severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Kansas there. For the amount of tornado warnings that we've been having, we have not had many severe thunderstorm warnings so far. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But, I mean, that's a good thing, obviously. I'm just saying. Sorry, I got a burp. Alright. I don't want to be disgusting on stream. Do I take down the green screen, guys? Everybody in my house is either asleep or not even on the floor of the house that I'm on, so I don't think I have to be worried about people walking through. We're back. So again, if you're just not tuning in, we do have a tornado warning in Kansas here for Barclay. This storm has previously produced a tornado, and it could again as it nears the town here. So if you're in that area, you need to seek shelter immediately. Sorry. But yeah, gotta get to that tornado safe spot there again. Right now, this is entering Osage County there as we speak. New severe thunderstorm warning in far southeastern Nebraska for the Falls City area. Quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. If you're in that area, make sure you're getting indoors there. And yeah, I mean, just continuing to watch this, because this is, I mean, a really dangerous looking storm here. Look at this. Got a little baby supercell on the backside of this, it almost looks like. So I feel like somebody mentioned that earlier. I'm trying to look here. Oh, that was for the Iowa storm, but it almost looks like we have a little baby supercell trying to develop, and it is rotating a tad bit, but here's the thing, guys. It's not going to produce a tornado, because what's going to happen here is it's going to run into our organized storm, and it could strengthen our big storm, but it's very unlikely that it strengthens our mini storm and it goes on to produce a tornado, you know? There's a chance, it's just probably 1% or less. Alright, Mr. Storm's calling me. Hello. Oh, he's muted. Alright. So, again, I mean, really impressive supercell here. Significant rear flank downdraft presentation now. Again, hook echo, and I can say the same things over and over, but what you should be taking away from this is that this is a dangerous storm heading for Barclay, and if you are in Barclay, it is vitally important that you get to your safe spot right now.
Dude, I'm so sorry I've been, like, interrupting your live coverage on and off, but I'll stay on the call. I just need to mute for, like, a second. I'm just gonna go grab something and give it to my dad, and I'll be right back.
Okay, you're good, you're good.
Alright, thanks. Alright.
Alright. So, again, we're going to keep watching our storm here as it gets very close to producing a tornado. Very close indeed. Again, about as crazy as a storm as you get here in terms of the reflectivity presentation for a slight risk day. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Okay, gonna go and update the stream title to tornado warning in Kansas instead of tornado in Kansas. Still seeing 300 plus SRH values. Yeah, that is not a good sign. Although this supercell looks to be weakening. It doesn't have that classic supercell presentation anymore, you know? So, we'll hope that means that it's kind of gonna slowly die out here. I mean, hopefully it quickly dies out, but unfortunately it's gonna take a while, most likely. Again, if we do have a tornado still, it'd be right in there off to the west of Barclay, but I doubt we have a tornado at this point. But yeah. We did have a tornado in Jacksonville, Florida today, which is kind of crazy. DeVol County Emergency Management reported an overturned vehicle. Social media reports show video of the flipped vehicle and tornado in contact with the ground. Injuries are unknown, so we could even have some injuries out of that. But I was watching that live, and I mean, I wasn't live on YouTube, but I was watching it as it happened, and it was pretty intense. So hopefully everybody out there is doing okay. Let's make sure we're praying for those people. But again, I mean, obviously we've got ourselves some bigger problems to worry about now, with SRH values rapidly increasing and an insane supercell progressing here in southeast Kansas near Osage City. And again, we're also watching a lot of storms here near Atlantic, Iowa. Just produced a tornado in Atlantic, or near Atlantic. Sorry, I keep saying in Atlantic, but we don't know that for a fact. If you're in Atlantic, it's likely stopped raining and storming by now, but this line's racing off to the east, mainly going to pose a damaging wind threat, most likely. But again, we weren't expecting that first tornado at all, and it happened, so expect the unexpected, even though then it's not the unexpected. These are kind of... Alright, sounds good. Sounds good. What? All right.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just yapping anyway. Our tornado warning remains in effect here. Again, technically it's 2 tornado warnings. I don't know why they're doing that, but we have 2 tornado warnings in effect here along the Osage, Lyon County line here in Kansas, as this storm heads eastward.
The 125 is definitely contamination, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. It'd be like Tori if it was like that.
Yeah, it looks suspiciously like it's rotation, but it's not. By the way, guys, that storm did just prompt a new severe thunderstorm warning for golf ball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts for Osage City, Linden, Barday, Olivet, Reading. You guys are in the path of a very dangerous storm here. Producing, again, it previously produced a tornado. It's actively potentially producing 70-mile-per-hour destructive winds and golf ball-sized hail. So if you're in this area, get indoors and away from windows immediately.
That severe warning up into out in North Dakota is producing some really strong winds.
Yeah, it looks like it there. It's only 1 for 60 miles per hour, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we were to get maybe some 65-mile-per-hour gusts out of that. SRH value is nearly 400 on the Osage storm. This cell is trying and trying. Yeah, regardless of if the Kansas cell produces a tornado or not, it already did. Like, this is obviously a really dangerous storm. Again, with increasing SRH values. But yeah, these storms are rolling through the Topeka area. Speaking of Topeka, we just got a 61-mile-an-hour wind gust report out of there as of 13 minutes ago from that storm. Now heading for the Perry area. For some reason, it's still radar indicated on the wind threat. I hate when they do that. They get a report, but they just don't add it on to the new warning. But whatever. All good. Alright, so our storm now is once again tornado warning. I figured they were going to do that. So Barclay and Olivet, Kansas. We need you to get in that tornado safe spot immediately. Again, in addition to a potential tornado, this storm is also producing golf ball-sized hail and damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour. So again,
nasty hook on this. This is really impressive.
Yeah, if you look back on it earlier, I mean, it was even crazier. Like, well, not on the reflectivity, but on the velocities. It was really tight there for a little bit. I think we may have had a brief, strong tornado. Somebody said there was a large funnel. And again, it did touch down for a little bit, so.
This is a textbook supercell. I mean, you can see it's like, it almost looks like a ceiling, like, of rain, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I mean, you got all your classic radar feature indications there that we have a tornado or a potential tornado anyway. Again, it's a little bit less so now, guys, but again, you can kind of still see the remnants of that rear flank downdraft there. Again, you've got your nasty hook echo with the inflow poking into that storm there, creating that feature. And again, our velocity couplet is really, I mean, again, even if it's not actively producing a tornado, we've got some really strong winds ripping through there, so we need you guys to be in that tornado safe spot. There's some contamination up here northwest of Barclay. It looks like super intense rotation, but it's not. But again, we're watching down to the south of Barclay for the most part.
Yep. Just a huge RFD surge that we had. Still happening now, but not as strong. But a lot of inflow and a lot of different moving parts that's kind of building up this storm.
Yeah.
That's why we have the 70-mile-an-hour winds. Um, but it's gonna get really windy and could have a possible tornado soon.
And again, guys, remember this cell already produced a tornado, and its SRH values are only increasing. So it's not like this cell is going to be done anytime soon. I'll say that much. Again, hopefully it's going to start weakening out soon, but unfortunately it doesn't look like that's going to be the case anymore as this hook echo continues to wrap up there. And again, we continue to see more and more impressive velocities by the second. We have a donut hole on reflectivity. Not anymore, but on the last scan we did. But yeah, I mean, our tornado at this point, if it was on the ground, it'd be right in there. But again, there's no confirmation that that's on the ground at this point.
Yeah.
Um, and again, I mean, there's 3 tornado warnings here technically, which is kind of ridiculous, but. So, again, if you're just not tuning in, the National Weather Service in Topeka has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Osage County and east central Kansas. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you're outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
We have a pretty strong gust front moving through areas of extreme southwestern Nebraska. It currently has a special weather statement on it near Stratton. I think there could be some pretty strong winds with that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a really thick gust front there. It's like the gust front itself has that really defined bow echo shape, even.
Yeah, definitely. That storm is very close to prompting a severe warning. 50 to 55 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail.
Yeah, I mean, that's as close as it gets. If either of those get upgraded, that is a severe warning there. And again, it even says the storm may intensify, so be certain to monitor for possible warnings from the National Weather Service.
Looks like it's gonna go just to the south of McCook, but still be aware if you're in McCook.
Yeah. Yep, I mean, let's see here.
There's one behind it, too.
Yeah, that one looks a little less impressive to me, but
Yeah, definitely.
still got those, let's see here, it's warned for, looks like the same thing, actually, so. I'd watch the Iowa Storms, not the most impressive SRH, at least 150, but it's conducive for a spin-up potential like we've seen earlier in Atlantic. See, I don't think that's going to happen again. I feel like that was kind of a one-time thing. If you look, I know these storms were disorganized whenever they produced that tornado, but at this point, they look even worse. All right, at this point, these honestly could be classified as, again, a band of thunder showers. Again, heavy rainfall, small hail, gusty winds. Stay aware. There's that, again, that small potential that we get another brief spin-up tornado, but at this point, it's not looking likely, luckily, for all you folks in southwest Iowa.
Look at all the booming convection on the Burlington, Kansas storm. Or, view, I guess. Cam.
Yeah.
And I think that would be looking at our storm because there's no other convection going on around it.
Yeah. I think it is too. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning here for Lawrence, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail for our Topeka storm. Over the next hour or two, our Topeka storm is going to be in the Kansas City area, so make sure to look out for that.
Yeah. The threats did get downgraded, or at least the hail threat, so hopefully it'll weaken out.
Okay, guys, watching our tornado warning storm here, the rotation's starting to pick up a little bit again.
There's just a ton of, RFD winds wrapping around the back of it, and like Davis has said, there's a lot of inflow as well, and that's how you get the hook echo. But all of those different features are really strong right now, so that's why this is tornado warned, and that's why it has such an impressive look to it.
Yeah, and I mean the hook echo almost looks like it has a little donut hole feature trying to develop again there, but
Hmm.
Got 3 centers the best potential for spin up. Is that the storm at the southern? Got 3 center. This one. Well, I mean, this one looks to be the strongest. Yeah. But, I mean, again, even then, it's a low chance. Maybe a 2%. Again, that area is technically in a tornado risk. They're in the 2% tornado risk. Which is not why I said it's a 2% chance. That was just a coincidence, but... But yeah, I mean, this is just a really impressive supercell here south of Osage City. Again, we're going to keep watching it here as long as necessary. We've been live now for quite a while, actually. We've been live, actually, for almost an hour here. We're going to keep going here as long as this cell continues to look impressive. I mean, those are strong winds. Again, I mean, even without a tornado on the ground here, you can just write this off as one because these winds are going to be tornado force, guys, potentially at the surface even. We are measuring 105 mile per hour velocities. Again, those are elevated winds, half a degree into the atmosphere, but still 105 mile an hour velocities in multiple spots there.
Yeah.
So again, if this does produce a tornado, it's going to be on the stronger side of things even. I'd go as far to say that. Now again, the chance that it produces a tornado, it's debatable at this point, but again, if it does produce one, it will most likely be on the stronger side of things because of those enhanced winds going away from the radar site there. You'll also be looking at those cells near Falls City, just got severe warned. Where's Falls City? By the way, our North Dakota storm did get a 59 mile per hour wind gust report there. So that storm is now basically confirmed for 60 mile per hour winds. Near Sharon and Findlay, heading heading east. Actually, that 59 mile an hour gust is from our looks to be a little gust front there, southeast Nebraska. This storm has been severe warned for a little bit. It's this severe warning has been in effect since I guess it was only 5 minutes ago, but it's been longer, but the update to it was 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been there for a little bit. Again, guys, this storm is really piquing my interest here near Osage City. This could even go destructive. I mean, wouldn't rule it out. Again, whenever we start measuring these velocities that we are right now, the National Weather Service has a hard decision here. Do they push it to destructive or do they keep it at 70 miles per hour?
Yeah. But either way, just really strong winds.
Yeah, and again, either way, guys, you should be in that safe spot because you still have that ongoing tornado warning. You got the 70 mile an hour winds, the golf ball size tail. If this isn't a time for you to, get into that safe spot, I don't know what is. And really dangerous storm here. Again, hurricane force winds, large to very large hail, and a potential tornado associated with that storm there. Again, guys, remember that storm did previously produce a tornado back closer to Interstate 335 there, so. This is just the never-dying supercell. It's just gonna keep chugging along here. Again, a huge hook there. Again, on the correlation coefficient, there's actually an interesting glitch where you can see, I mean, it's not a glitch, but you can actually see the inflow winds even on the correlation coefficient, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because you can see all the...
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. You don't see that too often unless you have, really strong inflow.
Yeah, but it's actually really well defined. It matches up perfectly with the hook echo.
Yeah, and I mean, That's, yeah. We've got a
That's
really strong
crazy.
inflow winds here. Yeah.
Holy cow. This might as well go destructive. We'll see what they do, because it is slightly elevated, but wow.
Still.
Easy.
Okay, guys, this is a very dangerous storm, whether they push it to destructive or not. New tornado warning in Iowa. So we do have, and it's confirmed. Wow. So we have a confirmed tornado in Iowa near Anita. Take cover now. This is a weather spotter confirmed tornado, and this is going right through Weota. Gosh, dude, I saw this velocity couplet, but it didn't look that impressive. But apparently we have another brief land spout here, it looks like. So we have a tornado on the ground now, 4th of the day.
Rotation really doesn't look that strong.
Yeah. Same exact cell that produced the Atlantic tornado there again. Weak rotation, but enough to prompt a tornado warning here. And again, enough to even produce a land spout, most likely. Sorry, guys, I'm going to mute up here.
Yeah, it's land spout, because there's no CC drop, and the velocities do not look strong at all.
I mean, to be fair, Kevin, you did say it was going to be the Guthrie Cinder Cell, so we're being technical here. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, again, this little train of storms here is just really overperforming in terms of its tornado threat. Yeah, I mean, that is ripping right through Weota. That is actually a pretty bad situation. That could be one of the more dangerous tornado situations we've seen today. In terms of the amount of people that are going to be affected. Again, we had that Jacksonville, Florida tornado, which was obviously way more than this. That was flipping vehicles. But still, gotta look out for that.
So weird, it's like on the backside of the storm.
Yeah, it's, again, I mean, land spouts do funky stuff, and this is one of those examples here where we have a, not even really like a strong storm, I wouldn't even say. It doesn't even have a special weather statement, but it got its act together, and again, this is probably a really another really photogenic land spout. Probably not as good as the last one now that the sun's set, but no, but Kevin, you still called it. What are you going to say?
It's still going to bring really strong winds if you're impacted by the land spout.
Yeah. Guys, again, our Osage City storm, I'm almost more concerned about this one because this has some really incredibly strong winds here, estimated by the velocities. Beautiful sun, and combined with that near Weota, currently based on is the sun just now setting there? Because I know out here it's pretty much already entirely set almost, but we are I'm a little bit further east than this storm, so probably just now setting out there.
The Dragon Nation cam is pretty much in line with Weota, Kansas, or Weota, Iowa. And it seems like the sun's beginning, I guess not beginning, but it's setting.
Yeah. So that's kind of what it looks like out there, I guess.
Yeah, so you probably still see it, but you don't want to see it. You want to get to your safe spot.
Yeah, this little storm here east of Topeka does look a little interesting. Again, damaging winds of 60 to 65 mile an hour have already been measured with our Topeka storm. I don't know why I keep saying Topeka like that. I'm capable of just saying Topeka, but for some reason I decided not to. Hello, Master Frog. By the way, guys, I am aware. I'm insanely shocked that nobody has pointed this out yet, but yes, I am aware of this. Mr. Storm probably knows what I'm getting at here.
What?
You want to talk about the new information that came out today about a certain thing? Not, well, not wait, no, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, in the tropics.
Yeah, not the other thing.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. So yeah, we did get Tropical Depression 2. It formed earlier today. Alright, right now it is currently at 35 miles per hour for sustained winds. Its location is no, sorry. And that's its movement is west at 15 knots, 17 miles per hour. This storm is expected to become Tropical Storm Beryl, and soon it will become Hurricane Beryl. So our first hurricane is expected, which is huge news here. But this is going to slam areas of the Lesser Antilles, could impact portions of, areas near Trinidad and Tobago, or Tobago. I'm trying to say that, but definitely a very dangerous storm that we've got on our hands now. And by the way, I don't know if you knew this, Davis, but the storm up towards Mexico just got upgraded to a 40% chance of development.
I did not know that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, guys, this is looking like this is as classic as you get in terms of a tropical cyclone, unfortunately. This little wave here off the coast of Africa rips through the Antilles, strengthens. We don't know what it's going to do after, I blanked there. We don't know what it's going to do after July 3rd. Now, here's the problem, guys. I'm going on vacation the second week of July, so we gotta hope, and there's a good chance it does, but we gotta hope that it makes landfall before I go on vacation, if it makes landfall at all. We gotta hope that it doesn't make landfall, but if it does make landfall, we gotta hope that it's before I go on vacation.
Yeah.
But at this point, honestly, a U.S. landfall is definitely a possibility. And I would go as far to say as a U.S. hurricane landfall is a possibility. So stay aware, be prepared.
Maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think it's a likelihood, but it's definitely in the realm of possibilities there.
Yeah. I mean, it's too far out to say this because this thing isn't even Tropical Storm Beryl yet. But so far, models haven't been showing this moving up to the United States, and, we still have to kind of, watch this. But if you look at the future track of it, on sites that show you, how strong, what categories the hurricane's gonna be as it moves throughout its, cone, you can see that as it kind of makes a landfall near, I think it's eastern Cuba, in that area, it actually goes back down to a Cat 1, so hopefully it'll weaken out, but let's see.
Yeah, that's my bad, guys. I would not have said the United States thing if I looked at the most recent run of the GFS. I was looking at it yesterday, and it was showing it, the past few runs yesterday were showing it, around the Mexico-Texas border there, but I did not realize there was a huge change to the forecast. That's my bad, guys.
Good, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was originally showing that. That's literally the only reason I pointed that out, but at this point, I mean, on the newest run of the GFS, which again, things are switching up a ton, guys. We have no idea exactly what's going to happen, but on the newest run of the GFS, things don't look as concerning, but again, we're still forecasting hundreds of hours out here, I believe, so big-time changes are coming to the forecast, and we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for tornado warned storm for ping-pong ball-sized hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds along Interstate 35 near Waverly. If you're in that area, make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows immediately. There was a multi-vortex tornado in Iowa. This one is? Holy crap. Who had a view of it? Well, it was multi-vortex. I want to know.
So that wasn't even a land spout? That's crazy. How?
I don't know.
That's on the how?
Yeah, Kevin, do you know who had the footage of the multi-vortex? Because I want to see that.
His radar is
Connor.
showing almost nothing as far as rotation. Connor?
Yeah. Apparently he had a view of a multi-vortex, briefly.
Who said that in chat?
Kevin Joyce, he's here a lot, and he actually does, like, good reports and stuff, so...
Let's see. Okay, so he's on it now.
He said it's not on the ground anymore.
Yeah. I think there's a funnel. That's what he's looking at.
Somebody said brief tornado. A spotter said, Storm Chaser said brief tornado southwest of Leota. A brief multi-vortex landslide? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't think this was ever multi-vortex. Yeah, it was...
Wait. Stovepipe Funnel Stormrunner Media. Stovepipe Funnel.
Oh.
Okay, a couple of new severe thunderstorm warnings just came out. We have one to the south of McCook. For that McCook storm that, again, Mr. Storm pointed out earlier, it's now warned for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour damaging wind gusts.
Lawrence, Kansas is about to get hit by a really strong little pocket of winds.
Yeah. Funnel Stormrunner Media on the Iowa storm.
Okay.
I can't pull up the stream right now. I'm just taking all these reports from Kevin.
Like, their feed has a funnel?
Yeah, Stormrunner Media. Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning for Torquillo, Missouri. Yeah, honestly, Master Frog, whenever I first got into weather, I did not like storms either. I was terrified of them, honestly. I don't understand why I was, but at this point I realized that was all just silly. And now, I mean, I've got a storm, like, I was outdoors during a 60-mile-an-hour windstorm yesterday. So, I mean, honestly, you can definitely outgrow your fears, man. And again, my stupid mouse just freaking died. Belleville, Michigan will be okay. My mouse died. How am I supposed to do this now with no mouse?
You don't, like, plug your mouse into your computer?
Well, I have the worst mouse known to existence, the Apple Magic Mouse, so...
Oh.
It's a wireless piece of crap. You can't even use it while it's charging. What am I meant to do now? I guess I could bring it up on my iPad. Bring up radar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that funnel's, just looking scary, I guess.
I think Kevin said it occluded or something. Hold on. Guys, I'm going to bring up my mobile radar Omega on the screen. Because there's nothing else I can do right now. I think my face cam and the warning counter should still be up here, though.
I'll check.
This is how I used to do streams, guys.
Yeah, your face cam's still up.
Hold on, it probably hasn't come in yet. I think it should still be up. Are there, like, black bars on the side?
Yeah, but your face cam's still there.
Okay.
And the warning count.
Alright, nice. So here we go, guys. Welcome to 144p Radar Omega live coverage. This is crap, bro.
It's still HD.
Yeah, but it's just so low quality. Like, I know it's technically HD, but...
If it's on 5%, make sure to charge it.
Well, I can't right now because I'm using my charger to charge my mouse.
The whole state of Michigan is in a slight marginal risk. Let me see.
By the way, guys, our Kansas tornado warning is gone. I don't know how long it's been gone for, but it's gone. You even have the tornado possible tag on it anymore, so luckily that cell did die out. Despite all the things it had going for it, it weakened out.
It's not snow east of Atlantic, Iowa.
Snow?
It's summer.
Who said snow?
Drew Ferguson.
No, there will be no snow anytime soon anywhere in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few weeks ago we did have that snowstorm in Montana and Wyoming in the high elevations, but not going to see something like that once we get into July. Although Canada is still getting brief pockets of wintry mix, but the United States doesn't see stuff like that in July. No matter where you are. I don't care if you're at the tippy-top of the mountains. They did just issue a new mesoscale discussion for Iowa talking about the potential for a watch. 40% chance of watch issuance for parts of central Iowa and southwest Iowa. Alright, I'm going to unplug my mouse. It's on really low battery, but... Guys, I think we're going to have to end off the live stream here because my mouse is going to die. I'm sorry, guys. It's a bummer, but we don't have any ongoing tornadoes or destructive severe T-storms anyway. So we're going to end off things here. We'll be back live later if necessary. Mr. Storm, you got any final words?
Stay safe out there.
Alright, and you better not